Okay, hi everyone. So welcome to a batch of generative AI interview preparation. So I think I'm audible and visible to all of you. So shall we start the discussion, guys? So today it's going to be a induction session for all of us. So I'm not going to start a topic today, but yeah. So how this batch is going to progress, what and all topic we are going to discuss. So all those things we are going to discuss and cover in this particular session. Plus you have a chat option. So you will be able to chat with me while I'm taking a session. And apart from that, so I'm going to share a WhatsApp link. So even I'm a part of that particular WhatsApp group. So I'm going to share a WhatsApp link with all of you so that all of you will be able to, connect with each and everyone. So entire batchmate. And apart from that, so even I will be available. And if you are having some sort of a questions, maybe after a class, before a classes, so you can try to put up those questions inside a particular group, and obviously I'm going to answer, or someone else from your group is going to answer if questions are relevant enough. So shall we start, guys? And yes, once again, welcome to the batch of Generative AI Interview Bootcamp. Now, this is a very, very short bootcamp that we are conducting with respect to an interview, where we are going to talk about interview questions. We are going to talk about a scenario-based question. We are going to talk about architecture. Again, I'll be talking about this. So once I'll start showing you the syllabus and start giving you the actual induction. Apart from that, so we'll try to work on our resume and then our interview preparation. So each and everything in a step-by-step manner, we are going to move. And like I have mentioned, guys, so today is going to be a induction session. Now I'm going to share my screen, and let me know once my screen is visible to all of you. Yep. Okay, so I believe my screen is visible to all of you. Yes. Nias is saying no voice. I think Nias, I'm audible to all of you. Yeah. So Sachin, Sumit, Gaurav, Karan, Kripa, Amrendra, Venkatramna. Yeah. So I believe I'm audible to all of you. Asis. Okay. Joy. Okay. So shall we start, guys? So please say yes in a chat, and then I'm going to start giving you the induction about this entire batch. Yes, I'm hearing now. Okay, yeah, I'm audible and visible to all of you. So don't worry. Yep. Okay, so let's get started, guys. So this is your batch technically. So Generative AI Bootcamp, and today is a very, very first class that we are having, and today we are going to understand how this batch is going to move and what and all topic we are going to discuss, plus what and all features and facilities you will be able to get from our side basically. But before moving into a batch, let me share a WhatsApp group link so that all of you will be able to join your group. So let me share this WhatsApp group link inside a chat box. So this is your WhatsApp group link, guys, which I have created for this particular batch, only for this particular batch, Generative AI Interview Bootcamp. And even I'm a part of that particular batch. Sorry, I'm a part of that particular group. So I will be available and I will be able to see all the conversation, plus if it is required. So obviously I'm going to jump into that conversation. I'm going to solve or answer the questions that you are going to ask inside a group, so that we will be connected for a very, very long time, not just during this particular class or this particular batch, but even after a batch, we all will be connected and we all will be able to share all the references, all the jobs, or maybe any kind of insights which will come up today, tomorrow, or maybe into a future. So I have already pinged you a WhatsApp group link. Plus, so let's suppose if you are trying to watch this entire recording after a live class, so in that situation you will be able to find out a same resource or same link inside a resource section of a respective video. Simple. So as of now, so we are having a live classes and your interface will be bit different. So your player interface will be bit different. But after a live classes in some time, so recording of the same class will be available to all of you, and comfortably you all will be able to watch a recording in case if you have missed any of the live classes. And again, so whatever resources, whether it's a link or it's a document or maybe a GIF file or anything which I'm going to share during this particular batch or during this particular live session, you all will be able to download it, you all will be able to use it even after a live classes. Everything will be available inside a resource section. Fine guys, making sense? Yeah. So could you please share the link once again? Sure, Hemant. So here is a link, and again, so you don't have to ask anyone for sharing any kind of a link or resources, because by default those resources, those links will be available inside a resource section. Let's suppose if you are going to join a live classes little bit late, right? So anyhow, we are going to start our live classes at 9 p.m. IST. But let's suppose if you are going to join maybe at 9:15. So in your chat box itself, you will be able to find out a tab on your top right corner called as resource. So whatever resource which I have shared or which I am going to share, everything will be visible even during live classes, even if you are going to join bit late. And even after a live classes, resource section will be available, chat will not be available, because chat will be available just and just during a live session. After live session, chat will be gone. Fine. So let me start giving you the induction, guys. Like I said, today I'm not going to talk about any kind of a technical things, or I'm not going to start a discussion. I'll just try to walk you through the entire batch, how this class is going to happen, and feature and facilities that we are going to provide from Euron side. So as we all know, guys, so this batch name is Gen AI Interview Bootcamp. It's going to be conducted in English, but yes, I can understand English and Hindi. So you can try to put up your question in any of these languages. I don't have any kind of an issue, and I'll try to answer all of your question with my best. Now, so it starts on 17th, which is today, obviously. So we are starting our induction session, by the way. And class timing is going to be 9 p.m. IST to 11 p.m. IST. So maybe we are going to extend, or we will take some of the session even beyond 11, because yeah, it's a live session. So obviously it depends upon the interest, depends upon the question that I am getting from your side, and depends upon the content. Obviously we can try to extend maybe by 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so. Depends, again, depends. But yes, timing is, so official timing is 9 p.m. IST to 11 p.m. IST, and we are going to start our class from sharp 9 p.m. IST. Very simple. Monday to Friday. So no class on Saturday, Sunday. So I'm taking other batches on Saturday, Sunday. So my bandwidth is not free on Saturday, Sunday. So because of that, I'm going to conduct this particular batch in a weekdays. And again, this is a short boot camp. So we are not going to take more than 2 weeks of time, max to max. So max to max 8 or 10 discussion. So we are going to have, so where I'm going to cover 200 plus interview questions, 10 plus architecture, or you can say 10 architecture, and depends upon the demand, because even in my previous batch, so people have demanded for a couple of more architecture. So we have created those architecture, and we have even shared in the particular group or even a particular dashboard. So again, depends upon the demand. So we'll try to cover those things, but again, subject to a time, subject to a availability of a bandwidth and each and everything, because everything takes time, right? So 10 plus architecture we are going to discuss, 200 plus interview questions we are going to discuss. Now, those who are not aware about a generative AI, even you can try to watch this entire lecture, or you can try to join a live classes. The reason is that this interview session is going to give you a complete 360-degree overview about a industry trend, that what kind of expectation people is having, what kind of things people are expecting from any candidate. Maybe you are fresher, maybe you are having a 1 to 3 year of experience, 7 to 10 year of experience, or maybe 15 plus year of experience. So yeah, you will be able to understand the complete overview of this entire generative AI industry. And this is how I have prepared a syllabus for all of you. So now, who is going to be your mentor? So obviously I'm going to be your mentor. By the way, I'm going to talk about this 10 plus architecture, which I have mentioned, and I'm going to talk about this 200 plus interview question. Again, one thing I would like to clarify on a very, very first day, that we are not going to do a project in this particular batch. We are not going to see any kind of a practical example. It's a interview preparation batch. So we have a separate batch for a generative AI, even in a live mode, even in a recording mode, even in English and in Hindi, right? So all those batches are available, and I hope you all have a Euron Plus access. So with Euron Plus access, you don't have to buy any batches, means any batches at all. With the same subscription inside your My Learning, so if you'll go to My Learning, you will be able to see all the batches, and all the batches will be accessible to everyone with Euron Plus. Those who have not taken Euron Plus, so maybe you can request my team and just try to pay the delta, maybe 500 rupees or whatever is the delta, I don't know, right? Whatever is the delta, and they are going to give you a Euron Plus access. You will be able to access it for the entire year. So whatever courses are available, whatever courses are going to come on our platform, because every month we are coming up with recorded courses, we are coming up with the live courses, a lot of live courses, a lot of recorded courses. So each and everything you will be able to access just under one single plan, one student, one subscription, which is Euron Plus. Very simple, right? Very simple. So in this batch, like I said, I'm going to focus only and only with respect to an interview. Whatever possible question people may ask you in an interview, maybe a theoretical question, maybe a practical question, maybe a question with respect to a resume, or maybe with respect to architecture, or maybe, right, maybe with respect to a development, deployment, team size, each and everything from a functional side, from a business, or from a technical side, each and everything, all kind of a scenario will try to cover in this particular places. Now here, if you will go through a syllabus, so I have divided this entire syllabus into 8 different sections. And again, section wise, so we are going to take a question. So for example, in this section, let's assume we are going to cover maybe 10 plus questions. Maybe in this section, as this is a big section and almost every platform we are covering over here. So with respect to all of these topics, we are going to cover maybe 30-40 questions, right? All the relevant questions which people are going to ask you. Plus, let's suppose this section, so with respect to this particular section, so we are going to take maybe again 30-40 questions. So in this way, we will move section by section, section by section. And then at the end, I have added 10 architecture over here. So a chatbot architecture, again, I'm not going to talk about old chatbot architecture. I'm going to talk about the current one, the kind of a chatbot that we try to build to solve some sort of a problem for an industry or for a people, and end-to-end architecture we are going to cover. So 10 plus architecture I have already mentioned inside a syllabus. And then in module number 9, we are going to discuss about a year-wise resume. So I have already prepared all the material. So if I'm going to show you, so let me share my, let me show you, like I have already prepared all the material. So whether it's an architecture, so this kind of architecture, guys, we are going to discuss in your live session. So this kind of architecture. So same, so this is basically architecture that we are going to discuss in your session. So this is basically like a folder I have created just with respect to this particular batch, and 10 plus architecture, it's functional write-up, everything means literally everything. If I'll talk about a resume, so 1 to 3 year resume, 3 to 7 year resume, 7 to 10 year resume, freshers resume. So these are the resume I'm going to share as we will try to progress. Again, all of this material we have created just with respect to your Gen AI batch, right? Same thing we have done for a data science interview preparation batch, which we have concluded last week itself. And same thing we are going to do even for your batch. And here, so I have divided the entire question and answer set wise. So all of these material I'm going to share. So if I'm going to write something in a class, so even that notes will be shared in your live classes, which will be available during a live classes and even after a live classes inside a resource section. Simple, right? As simple as that. So everything, so all of these things will be available to all of you inside your dashboard, inside your resource section, and you can try to keep it for even for a future, because believe me, we have prepared this entire content in such a way that even after a year of time, if you are going for an interview, all of this material will be very much relevant to all of you. And you will be able to, you will be able to just go through all of these content, revise it once, and then you will be ready for a job interview, a real one, basically, right? So in this particular section, I'm going to share a sample resume, a ATS-friendly resume, obviously, because this is a need of an hour, and resume and portfolio review. So once we are going to share a resume with all of you, so we are going to float a form where you are going to submit your resume. After an update, we are going to give a comment, we are going to give a review on a particular resume that you are going to share, and whatever rectification is required, so you can rectify it, and then you can start using that particular resume for your next job. So we are going to help you out even in terms of our resume reviews. If your resumes are good, then it's fine. So we are not going to add much of comment, but yeah. So if we feel like we have to add something or we have to do something with respect to your resume, in that situation, so we are going to give you a review, feedback and comments, and accordingly you can try to update your entire resume. Now, showcasing a relevant project, internship and hackathon. So how you will be able to showcase all of these things inside your resume. So technically I'm going to discuss about it, but at the end of the day, you are the one who have to mention all of these things inside your resume. So we are not going to mention, it's you who will be mentioning and who will send a resume for a review. Now, behavioral and soft skills. So we are going to take a couple of questions even with respect to that. And I have already prepared a material for a scenario. So for a behavioral round, because generally in a company, there will be a managerial round, there will be an HR round, and people are going to ask some sort of a non-tech question or some sort of a question with respect to your previous project, maybe your work ethics and many more things. So around that, we have already prepared even such kind of a questions, and we are going to discuss about that inside your live lecture. And scenario-based Q&A. So even scenario-based Q&A, so I have already prepared set number 6. So where I will be talking about a scenario-based question. Based on a certain situation, if people are going to ask you to solve a particular problem or maybe design an architecture, so how you will be able to handle those questions. So this is something that I'm going to discuss in case of scenario based question. So hope we are making sense. What is ATS-friendly resume stands for? Okay, so I believe like we all know what is a ATS-friendly resume, right guys? So basically the full form of like ATS, it's not ATH Ranjit, by the way, it's a ATS, basically application tracking system. So basically what happens is like nowadays, every company in this entire world, doesn't matter company is big or company is small. So they are not going to see your resume, or some humans are not going to see your resume directly. So what they will do is, so your resume, once you are going to submit it, your resume will go through automated system where it will try to check a relevancy of a JD, job description and your resume. So if it is maybe like a 50% relevant or 60% relevant, so based on that, it is going to give a score. And then if your score fits into a company's criteria, your resume will be available to a next person who is going to take your interview or who are going to conduct a particular interview. So across our industry, everyone is looking for a ATS-friendly resume. Yeah. I never knew this term. Okay, not an issue. So now you are aware about it, and don't worry. So even in a class, so we are going to talk about that particular part, right? As of now, I'm not discussing anything because we are going through an induction session. Yep. But don't worry. Yeah, even if you're not aware about it, it's completely fine. That's the reason. So we are having this particular discussion. Do you also going to cover a practical part? No, not at all. For covering a practical part, I already have a separate batch. Like I said, with the Euron Plus, all the batches are available to every one of us. Simple. So I'm not going to cover a practical part. This is a short bootcamp just with respect to an interview. We have a full-fledged bootcamp as well for a generative AI, for a data science, for a big data, for data analytics, for everything. Simple. Will you cover security in Gen AI and evaluation? Theoretically, Vishnu, whatever we are going to discuss as a part of this, because this is just an interview bootcamp. Now, if I'm going to show you generative AI, so we have a lot of batches. We have a batches for a agentic AI. We have batches for a generative AI masters, that too in Hindi and English. Now, if I'm going to show you a recorded batches, which is a self-paced batches, so even you will be able to find out a generative AI, complete generative AI series. We have even a batches in a free mode, in a paid mode, in a Hindi, in English, in live mode, in a self-paced mode, in all the possible mode that you can think of. We have a batches for that. And that's the reason. So we are not selling our batches individually. Yeah. So it's your choice. If you would like to go ahead with the multiple batches, go ahead and buy it. But yeah, we are not recommending this to anyone. That's the reason. So we have this Euron Plus. Very simple. So that our students are not supposed to go and buy things again and again. And again, price is just 3,000 rupees, 2,999. That's it. Right? So yeah, that's my answer. So Vishnu, we need your practical Gen AI classes. Yeah. So just one more update. We already have a Gen AI batches, but as we keep on launching a new batches, So as a part of that initiative, we are launching a batch again in a live mode, generative AI, where I'm going to teach a generative AI. So the previous batches are available from Prince and Bappy. Now it's my turn to take a batches, and I have a bandwidth, so I'm going to launch a batches. So soon, I think within a couple of, not couple of week, I would say, maybe by the end of this week itself, you will be able to see the announcement. So where you will get to know that when that particular batch is going to start, what is the timing. But yeah, that batch I'm going to take on Saturday and Sunday, not in weekdays. Simple. Yeah, so my version will be available very soon. So you will be able to see the announcement. Will you conduct any internship program inside Euron? Not now. We are trying to bring it, but yeah, as of now, that facility is not available. Can you please include or give me an idea, give a automatic email assistance? Sure, Amarnath, please try to ask that question during my live session. I'll be happy to answer. Yep. Those courses doesn't contain fine tuning part. Yes, Aditya. So I'm aware about it that the courses that we have launched, so fine tuning part is not covered in that particular course. So the new syllabus which I have designed, it's already designed. So in that we are covering enough of fine tuning with almost every kind of a or almost like every way by which we'll be able to do a fine tuning. We are not proceeding with your profile. Is that message because of non ATS friendly resume? Sir, we are not proceeding with your profile. Your profile means, sorry Vishnu, I'm not able to get your question. So if you can clarify that question, please give us a WhatsApp group for a new batches. Yeah, so you can get it, Kripa. So you can get it inside the resource section. So just click on resource section, you will be able to see the link. Simple. Yeah. Prerequisite for Gen AI other than MLDL. See guys, prerequisite for Gen AI is first programming. So you should know a programming. Now programming wise, there is a lot of programming languages, Python, Java, JavaScript, or maybe Perl, Ruby, PHP, Scala, R. But the simple one, beautiful one, advanced one is Python. So programming languages, Python you should know. Apart from that, NLP concept. So NLP including a couple of libraries, for example, analytical libraries or maybe a Stanford libraries, such kind of a libraries. Apart from that, so obviously inside NLP, you should know about the architecture of RNN, LSTM, encoder, decoder, VEA, and transformer architecture. And then you should jump into a generative AI core concept. So apart from generative AI core concept, your starting point should be programming language, then NLP, and then core concept of a generative AI. Because whatever we are building nowadays inside a generative AI, everything is coming from those NLP section. And to do an implementation, you are supposed to know about programming. Simple. Okay, how many rounds are there in Gen AI interview? So Subham, round depends upon a company. So company wise, you can try to apply for a startup. You can try to apply for MNCs. You can try to apply for a product based companies. Now, every company in all of these three categories will be having a different kind of a round. In general, we have seen a pattern. So whenever you are going to apply, they are going to send you some sort of a task. They are going to ask you that, okay, fine, so go ahead and solve this particular problem. Now, once you are going to submit your task, then they are going to give you a call for a next round of one-to-one round, you can say, maybe in an online mode, maybe in an offline mode. Again, depends upon the company. And then they are going to take a couple of technical round, and then there will be a HR round or maybe a managerial round. So in general, you can say that 2 to 3 round is an average. But yeah, there are some companies who try to take maybe 6 or 7 round. There are some companies who just try to close everything in single round itself. Depends. But yes, average 2 to 3 round minimum. Okay, Sachin in Euron. I didn't get your question, Sachin, by the way. Would mock interview conducted, sir? We'll try to conduct mock interview. What will be the duration of that course? Which one? The generative AI one, which I'm launching? 4 to 5 months it will take. So if we are taking classes on Saturday and Sunday for 2 to 3 hours minimum. Sir, will you cover fine-tuning responsible as security agentic architecture in the next batch? Yes, yeah. Fine-tuning, I'm covering like a hell, you can say. Literally like a hell, I'm going to cover a fine-tuning part. Yep. Shall I show you the syllabus, guys? I have already prepared the syllabus, by the way. Shall I show you the syllabus for that batch? Technical round, coding or theoretical? Depends company to company. So some company, like I said, so some company are going to send you a task. Now those tasks will be based on the pure technical and a coding based. Coding based means not a DSA kind of a coding. So they're going to give you some sort of problems and then they're going to ask you to solve it and send it back to them. And then they are going to take your interview, and your interview will be purely depends upon your resume. So whatever you have mentioned inside your resume, they're going to ask you all the questions just based on that. How to answer scenario based question? I have it. We are going to have a discussion, Amarendra. Yeah. So we'll discuss. Sure. Yes. Yes. No, sir. Okay. Let me show you the interview customer order. Let me check. I have that syllabus with me in one of my drive. So let me share syllabus. Let me just give you a glimpse of the syllabus, guys, which I have prepared. Just a minute, guys. I'm searching inside my system. There are a lot of like documents inside my system, so sometime it's hard to find. Yeah, got it. Yes, so people who were talking about fine tuning. So this is the syllabus which I have prepared, and inside that, so tons of fine tuning I'm trying to mention. So yeah, tons of fine tuning, not just one or two, with respect to all the existing system in this world. So almost, right? Because there are so many system which is coming up on a daily basis in case of a generative AI. So it's a complete like a booming field, you can say. So where things are changing very fast. So here is a fine tuning model that we have added inside a particular syllabus along with other parts. So it's not like we just have a fine tuning, but yeah, so we have like a NLP. So we are going to talk about NLP, and then we are going to talk about like a architecture. So whether it's RNN attention or maybe multi-headed attention, maybe a encoder, decoder, everything we are going to cover. Then we are going to cover almost all kind of a popular framework. So whether it's a LangChain or maybe a graph or maybe a Hugging Face or maybe a Llama indexes, everything you will be able to find out. So we are just trying to work on this syllabus more and more, and a content part. Syllabus is completely fine, but yeah, so technically we have to work on a content part first. So we are just working on it, and once it will be finalized, so it will be available inside a dashboard, Euron dashboard, with a date and time that when we are going to start and what will be the timing. Simple. Okay, so what are you launching a generative AI course, Euron? So Sachin, we have already launched a lot of courses in generative AI, but again we are launching. What will be the timing for generative AI interview batch? 9 p.m. IST. This timing, ma'am. So the timing when you have joined. So this is the timing of this generative AI interview batch. Sariq is asking, I completed BCA 2020. I started coaching. Started a coaching institute. I'm doing MC and have class only. On Saturday Sunday. Do company hire in this case? Yes, company is going to hire. So company is just going to like they're not going to bother about what you are doing apart from the actual work. It's completely fine. So yes, if you have a skill, if you have a talent, company is going to hire. Amanati says, Vanshu, your voice a little bit big. Please adjust your mic. Is it, guys? I think my voice is okay, right? Everyone? Yeah? I can see over here the fluctuation in my voice. So I can see that it's a full scale. Okay. Fine, guys. Who will be teaching these courses? So mostly me, and along with me, couple of more mentors. But yeah, I'll be the main mentor in that course, Generative AI one. I will be the main, and then there will be a couple of other mentors as well. Okay, my voice is okay. Fine, guys. So now moving ahead, I think I have answered almost all the questions. So here is a deal, guys. So this is the syllabus. We are going to start covering this syllabus from tomorrow onwards. Today is an induction session, as I have already mentioned with all of you. And yeah, so how you will be able to access live classes. So in the similar manner, you will be able to see a class schedule just before a class. So inside your dashboard. So once you are going to log in inside your LMS, and once you are going to click on this option, go to course, you will be able to see technically a class schedule over here. So for example, for today's class, you have clicked on today's class topic. Then for tomorrow's class, again, another topic will be available. So you just have to click and you will be able to join. Your chat will be activated by the time you are going to join the class. So once class is going to start, your chat will be activated and I will be audible and visible to all of you. And after the class will take some time, and recordings will be available. Now recordings will be available with the full scale player. So where you can try to adjust all the, the resolution, sounds, everything. So whatever, just like a YouTube player, right? You will be able to see that kind of a player. In a live player, we have given you a limited option because it's a live. Now, post live, the recording will be available, and inside that you will be able to find out a different kind of a player, so that in a smoothest possible way, you all will be able to go through a recording. So if you have missed a classes by chance. Is there going to be any course taken by you which specialize in agentic AI? I'm trying to accommodate agentic AI in my big generative AI syllabus itself. Ram Kishore. Is asking, sure, NVIDIA tech stack part is required in my org. Okay, so what was your previous question, ma'am? Isita, what Isita was trying to say? Include NVIDIA tech stack part also. Ma'am, see, in this way, people will come and people will try to say that, okay, try to add this stack, that stack. So practically it's not possible. So I will not say yes over there. If it's a generic one, if it's needed by everyone, then I'll try, but I'm not going to make any kind of a over commitment over here that I'm going to add it. I'm really sorry. Because if I'm going to say yes, and if I'm not going to fulfill it, that looks bad from my end. So no commitment, but yes, I'm willing to help maybe in terms of questions, because I'm aware about NVIDIA stack and I'm aware of a lot of things. We have already built a lot of things with respect to a NVIDIA stack, even in past. We'll try, but no commitment. I'm not going to add it officially in my syllabus. So syllabus will be frozen. And whenever we try to create a syllabus, we always make sure that that syllabus should be a latest one, so that whatever we are teaching, whatever we are going to discuss, it should not be outdated at all in any circumstances, so that people will be able to leverage it and people will be able to take an advantage of it, and they will be able to crack a job at the end of the day. Fine. How soon video will get uploaded if I miss the classes? I think in 2 hours, max to max, after the live class, 2 hours, you can say. Yeah, in 2 hours it will be available. In worst case scenario, 2 hours, I would say. Best case scenario, maybe in half an hour, depends. But yeah, best case. One suggestion, so can you please include the courses by selecting the mentor in your learning side? Yes, so here we have given you a search bar. Let's suppose if you are going to search for Gen AI, it's already available, guys. The filter option is already available, so you can filter the courses based on the mentor name. You can filter the courses based on the categories. You can filter the courses based on language. You can filter the courses based on the free and paid, live and self-placed. All those options are already available, Amarnath. I think you have not gone through it. But yeah, it's already available inside a search bar. Fine. Can you please increase the duration of the classes the way you teach in Euron 4 to 5 hour? I don't have any issue, but yeah, feedback which I have received from people is like it's very tough to sit for 4 to 5 hours continuously. Because see, for teaching, like I just love teaching. I love discussing things with the people. So even I've done that in the past. So in one single sessions, 4 to 5 hours. So maybe sometimes even 6 to 7 hours. I used to take the session. But yeah, I think people will get bored. So any job referral provided by Euron, sir? So job referral will try to provide if we are getting something, and that will be provided inside your group itself. And even your batchmates are going to provide. Batchmates are going to help you out. Yeah. No, sir. Short duration good only. It's very difficult to revise otherwise. See, Amarnath, we have like a different people with a different mindset. So obviously, keeping that in our mind, so we'll try to create a balance basically. It should not be too long. It should not be too short. At the end of the day, we have to discuss everything. This is something that we have to make sure of it. Very simple. Yeah. Okay. So this is it, guys. This is all about this particular batch. Yes. Hope all of you have a Euron Plus access. So try to make use of it as much as possible. Try to attend a classes, live classes as much as possible. Believe me, if you are attending a live classes, you won't have to invest a time again. You will be able to understand each and everything inside the live classes. You will be able to ask every kind of a question that will come up in your mind then and there itself. And we have a Euron Assist inside your chat. And plus I'm sitting over here. So either Euron Assist is going to give you an answer, our AI bot, right? And maybe you must have seen that couple of questions has been answered by AI bot and a human, obviously, which is me. So I'm going to see your question. I'm going to answer your question. So that everything will be clarified in a live class itself. That's the reason. So we are having a live classes. Apart from that, we have a self-placed class as well, right? So if you are comfortable with self-placed, go ahead with that. But yes, if you are attending live classes, please try to maintain that discipline and please try to attend all the live classes just to get best out of it. I wanted to explore gratitude because of you. I successfully transited into data science 3 years ago. Okay, that's amazing, Rishi. I'm going to take a snapshot of it because your chat will be gone, so that I can do a little bit of show off. Okay, I have copied that chat. Fine. Okay, any other question for me, guys? So I believe we all are aware about everything. So what is going to happen, when it is going to happen. Now, let me talk a little bit about the Euron platform. So what and all things we have on Euron platform. So obviously we are selling our courses. We are selling our courses in a very, very affordable mode so that people will be able to learn as much as possible. Reason is very simple. See, in today's environment, we have to upskill and reskill again and again and again, right? It's a continuous job now. Even if I'm a part of industry, I have to go and I have to keep on upskilling myself. I have to keep on reskilling myself. And it's a never ending journey. So we thought that why to ask people to buy a courses again and again and again. What if we can try to create a Netflix kind of a platform? So where you just give one single subscription, which is a small amount for an entire year, and then done. Try to learn as much as possible. Try to access as many courses in self-placed mode, in a live mode, in a projects, maybe a books. Each and everything should be available in terms of a learning to all of you. And keeping that in a mind, we have created this Euron Plus so that for an entire year, your learning cost is going to be only 2,999 rupees for now. Maybe in future, we are going to increase the price, right? But yeah, for now, this is the price that we are charging, right? Which is, I believe, very, very affordable and without any if and but. Without means literally without any if and but, without any kind of a conditioning. Everything in terms of courses, projects and books means learning wise, learning resources wise, everything will be available to all of you. Along with that, so we are giving you a feature called as Euron Assist. So where you can just go and ask a question. So tell me about Euron. Any question you can try to ask, EURON, and it will be able to give you the answer, right? So it is going to give you the answer. So just see, I have asked Euron, I have made some spelling mistake, but still it is able to give me the answer. The Euron is a tech company based out of Bangalore, India. It was founded by Sudhanshu Kumar, which is me technically, who previously served as a founder and CEO of AI. So that was my previous company, which is being acquired by PhysicsWala in 250 crore. So yeah, that was again an amazing company, and the intention was again to create affordability. So that I have founded in 2020. Yeah, 2019 actually. So, and we were operational since 2020, and then almost 1.5 million students we taught, and in a different tech domain, almost everything that you can think of in a tech. And yeah, so thousands and thousands of people, not just one people. So thousands of people were able to make a transition. And this is what we were working for. And again, with Euron, we are going to do the exact same thing. But this time, I'm trying to create. So over there, so we used to sell our courses in individual courses. Even over there, we had a bundle. But generally, we try to focus on like more and more on single course purchase or single course selling. But here, we are focusing more and more on creating a Netflix kind of a platform, so that people will be able to access everything just with one small single subscription. And this is where Euron Plus comes into a picture. Euron Assist, I have already discussed about it. We have given you a focus mode as well. So focus mode is nothing but a small feature that we have built, so that if you are facing any kind of a difficulty in terms of a learning, what you can do is maybe you can try to put up some sort of a timer over here. You can try to, start your timer. You can try to track it, that how much focused I am with respect to a learning, and many more things, right? So this is a focus mode that we have created. Again, based on the people's demand. Many people were saying that nowadays we have a lot of distractions. So whenever we sit for a work or maybe for a learning, we are not able to focus for a very, very long time, right? So simple, try to focus on 20 minutes, 25 minutes, then take a break. Again, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, take a break. And here you will be able to record each and everything. Plus the system is going to show you the complete statistics as well. So this system is basically for those who are not able to focus, which is a real problem, I would say, in this world nowadays. It's a real problem, right? Whether it's a kid, whether it's an adult, for every one of us, focus is a real problem nowadays because of social media, because of a lot of apps available inside our mobile devices. Okay, so app. Now let's talk about app, guys. Okay, let's talk about app. So if you will go to a Play Store, you will be able to find out Euron app. So our app is available on Play Store. So we have released our app, a basic version of our app, just last week itself, right? You will be able to download it, and as of now, it's available just for Android. Now, with this app version that you are going to download, you will not be able to join a live classes. You will be able to join a live classes only through a website as of now. But by the end of this month means February itself, means in next 10 to 11 days, we are releasing another version. So as of now, a weeks back, we have released a small version, but yes, everything is working. All the paid courses, live courses are working. And live wise, you will be able to watch all the recordings, but yeah, you will not be able to join a live classes the way you have joined just now. You will not be able to chat inside a live classes through an app for now, but in the next 10 to 11 days, you will be able to do it. Yeah. So we have already built that feature, and we have submitted that feature inside our app store. So it's going through the approval, and in the next 10 to 11 days, you all will be able to enjoy your live classes even inside a app. And the way you are able to chat, the way you are able to get the resources, the way we are interacting, we are taking live classes, everything will be available inside an app in next 10 to 11 days. Simple. Yeah. So that I think it will be very much convenient for all of us to go through an app, join the live classes, watch it, ask the question, and all those things, right? So in that way, you will find easy to use all of these features that we are giving. So app will be available, but yeah, even now you can go on App Store and you can try to check Euron, Euron, the learning app. And for iOS users, so we have already built an app, but again, it's going through approval from iOS. So once it will be approved, I believe even for iOS devices, it will be available on App Store. Yeah, as of now, you can go and check Play Store for Android. But I know lifetime subscription. See, Amrenda, the fact is when you don't have a control over a company, right? You can't do anything. We have clearly mentioned inside our agreement, whatever commitment that we have given, whatever product that we have sold. And this is how acquisition happens. In acquisition, you can't hide anything. It has to go through the complete audit. Now, if next company is not willing to, I believe everyone who have purchased something from Euron, so they have now complete lifetime access. Maybe new courses are not coming up. That's a different case. But yeah, it's a responsibility of a next company to honor it. I'm not a part of that company as of now. Any free lab platform for practicing OpenAI? For now, it's not available. But yeah, so maybe we'll try in future. With Euron, it's not available. But you can just go ahead with the Google Colab as of now, because Google Colab is going to give you enough amount of compute power for experimentation, not to build a full scale things, but yeah, for experimentation, they are giving you enough power, computation power. Teja is asking, sir, could you add a section like a summarize to get an entire video for revising it? Teja, we are already sharing a material, man. And this is the meaning of a live classes, right? So if we have to summarize, so we could have just created a summary and then we would have shared that with you. But live classes, yeah. Maybe you can try to build some agent by your own. So where you can try to pull the video and you will be able to see all the captions, and out of the captions, summarize it. That's practically possible. Yeah, that's practically possible. But yeah, it's an amazing feature. So maybe I'll talk to my team and let's see how much time it is going to take, and resources, how much resources it is going to take. But yeah, that's an amazing feature, by the way. Thank you so much for giving me a new feature. Please add a project section as well in Iron Internship. It's easy to build a project as a beginner. Yeah, Mohammed. So we are trying, but everything is not possible on day one, right? So we have a limited resource bandwidth. We are a very new company. So we are still in a building phase. For sure, I'm building it. So I'm after it. So I'll build it. Sir, any hackathons? Yep. It will come. We are planning even on that. But it will take some time, maybe like a 3-4 months of time, because we are planning in such a way that once we are going to start the hackathon, it should run back to back, right? Maybe like every week, online, offline, in both the modes. So we are planning for that. Can you please tell what we will study tomorrow? So we are going to start with the syllabus, by the way, and we will start taking up questions. So question, interview question and answer. So basically I will be behaving as an interviewer. I will be behaving as an interviewee. So I'm going to ask a question and I'm going to answer the question. In this fashion, we are going to move with respect to a syllabus. Simple. So the way we have given you a syllabus, in the similar order, we will move. Okay, so fine guys, if there is no question, so in that case, I will try to conclude today's session. So hope all of you are going to enjoy this entire interview preparation batch. And hope the agenda is clear, pretty much clear to all of us, that what is going to happen, what we are going to discuss, what we are not going to discuss. We are aware about everything, and I hope you all are aware about a Euron platform as well. And you can go to a Play Store, you can try to download an app if you want. But yeah, like I said, you will not be able to join live classes in the next 10 to 11 days in our next release. So yes, after that release, you will be able to join even a live classes through a app. But yeah, you will be able to see all the recorded one, even recording of live classes, you will be able to access even now. So that feature is already enabled inside that. Okay, so Sadiq not in Bangalore, in Noida. Okay, so with that guys, thank you so much. If you have any kind of a question, so I think we are the part of a WhatsApp group. So please do ping me inside a WhatsApp group, or either me or maybe someone from your batch is going to answer to your question. Please maintain a decorum of that particular WhatsApp group that we have created, and try to always discuss each and everything in a constructive way, so that you all will end up helping each other. And anything and everything, whatever we have published as a syllabus, we are going to cover from our end. So you don't have to worry about anything, right? Whatever we have mentioned inside the syllabus, inside a platform, that will be done from our side. Very simple. And if it won't, in that case, you can ask a question. You can raise a concern that, okay, fine, so this was committed to me and this was not done. Fine. WhatsApp group, you can try to check the resource. Inside the resource section, you will be able to find the link. Yep. So we have a dedicated WhatsApp group just for this particular batch. So for almost every batches nowadays, I'm creating one WhatsApp group, dedicated WhatsApp group, so that people will be connected for forever. So you will be able to find a WhatsApp group link inside the resource section. Simple. Click on resource section, right hand side, top corner. Click on resource. Okay, Amrendra has already pinged a group link again. So you can even use that particular link. Fine guys, so with that, thank you so much for joining. Let's start our generative AI interview bootcamp discussion, the actual one, because from tomorrow onwards, I will not be talking about the platform. I'll be talking about just a topic which is given inside the syllabus. Fine. So with that, thank you so much everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Let's try to learn each and everything. Let's try to prepare for the interview. Let's try to build a strong network. Let's try to work on the resume and let's crack a job, because that's our ultimate goal. Learning is not ultimate goal, and I never consider learning as an ultimate goal for any one of us. At the end of the day, your success is, so you will be able to get a success once you are able to crack the interview, and I will be able to get a success once you are going to crack the interview. So my success is very much depends upon your success. So please try to get a success. We all are here genuinely to help you out if you are doing things in a genuine way. Otherwise, I'll say sorry. Yeah. So with that, guys, thank you so much, sir. DSA is must for Gen AI interview. Not at all. Not at all means not at all. Subham. Yeah. So fine, guys. Thank you so much, and hope all of you have joined the group. See you tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. IST. Same place, same dashboard, same URL, everything is same. Nothing is going to change. Yeah. So Jarur sir, you are with us. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone. Take care. Have a great day and night ahead. Tomorrow 9 p.m. and then please try to free yourself at least till 11 o'clock, because 2 hours is nothing. Believe me, the way we are going to start the discussion, so you will feel like 2 hours is nothing. So you will not get bored at least. Don't worry. In my lecture, in my discussion, so I don't think that anyone gets bored at any point of a time in any of my classes. So have a trust, have a faith on me, and I'll start discussing about the topic and the syllabus. With that, huge fan of your work. Thank you so much, Amarnath, Kripa. Thank you so much, Ram Kishore. Where can we get the syllabus? Euron.1. Click on the course name. You will be able to get the syllabus. Everything is visible and public to all of us. Yeah, all of these things are visible and public. So fine, guys. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow, same time. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks. Take care.